Hello, welcome to Lori's DIY Life. This is Lori. During birthday week, and I believe even on HSN Craft Day last month, Crafter's Companion made some 3D ornaments, and I thought, do we really need these special dies? I didn't see all of it, so I really couldn't say for sure. But I thought we could try to make our own just with a regular die and see if we actually need to get the system out. I'm not saying don't, but for those of us that aren't going to pay for that, can we do it without it? And so I just grabbed a simple, I was going to make some before and I didn't, but I just grabbed a simple star, something that you can fold and it's going to be the same on both sides. That's what I was looking for. And so a star is, of course, a Christmas thing. And we're just going to see if we can duplicate what Crafter's Companion is doing using just a regular die. And of course, because it's a star, I'm using yellow instead of gold. I don't think that we will want to use too thick a paper and probably not too thin a paper either. And this is that Violet Studios, I believe they call it cardstock, but I'm not sure. They had it a really good sale price, was why I got it. I'm going to see if I can do 3. I just wondered if it was anything when I first saw they were doing it. Back when I was a kid, we used to take TV guides, and TV guides were thick back then. And we would fold the TV guide into a Christmas tree shape. And then you would have this Christmas tree standing there. And it would stand up and everything. You would take it, and I don't think we used more than one. I think I could be wrong, but by the time you folded it, of course, it made it thicker anyways. You're basically doubling the paper. So yeah. So let's see. Uh-oh. I might have cut this too thick. Yeah, I want the smaller one. Okay. How come the other one didn't have the bigger one? That's really weird. I didn't know it was like that. Let me just cut this out. Because this is just a trial right now, and I'm not actually making it. And I don't think they have to be exactly perfect, because the chance of this turning out perfect is pretty slim. You know, on the first shot. So, okay, and then what they do is fold it all in half, right? So they fold it. There should be two here, I thought. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So now I'm just going to fold it in half. And this is going to be quite a bit smaller. But it's going to be folded in half. So I'm just going to go ahead and fold them all in half. Now, because I'm just trying it out right now, I am not going to put any hanging ribbon or anything on it in the middle, but I would assume if it turns out, then I'll figure out a way to get the ribbon and stuff in it. You know, just a little hanging ribbon. Okay. And then the other thing I noticed that they did was put the glue in a certain spot, and they alternated where it went. So now normally to do a 3D, you would just glue it and then it would make the whole bunch of them. You know, just glue, like these two would be glued together, and then these two would be glued together, and then these two would be glued together, and then these two would be glued together. So it would just be like this. And that's what I thought they were going to do. And as you can see, that works, right? It makes a star, and it will stand and everything. It works. But what they did is they glued them all. But they alternated where they were putting the glue. So this one would have been like here, and here, and here. Maybe not this many. Here, 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 right? I did that wrong. Let me turn this. Okay. So then we put the other one on. That's too much glue. So that's not going to work. So let's say this one would go here, 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 and here. I keep gluing it wrong. Oh yeah, no. Wait. I'll put this one on. Okay, now this one will get glued. Let's just do the tips. This tip, this tip, and this tip. And they glued that one to that one. Right? I can't believe the way they got it to work, but they did. We're gonna let these dry. So that one's glued on the chips, and then this one will get glued in between the tips, right? I don't know, I could be doing it wrong. And then this one would be on the tips. Tip, tip, tip. And those would get glued together. And then these would be not on the tip, not on the tip, not on the tip, not on the tip, not on the tip. I don't know about over here. Maybe I should have done one over there. Okay. And then glue that. And then this one's going to get glued on the tip. Tip, tip, tip. I don't have mine that straight lined up. That was on the tip, and these are not on the tip. Not. And that one would come. Nope. Yep. Because they got to be brought around, right? That's the one I glued too much. Now, I didn't do it right. But, okay, let it. It's got to dry better. It's got to dry more. It looks like it wanted to work, though. So I could always put more of the stars in. I think I'm going to have to do it over. As you can see, as I pull, they hold in different places. See how it fans out like that? Problem is it's glue, and I think look in here, I didn't get them together like they needed to be. See, look. It wants to work, so I'm going to do some more real quick. I'm going to pause you, and I'm just going to run a bunch of stars, and we'll try it another way. Okay, so sure enough, this die is got two cutting edges on it. So, to make a frame for a shaker card or something. Okay, so now I'm going to fold them in half. I got 6 of them this time. I just ran the 2 sheets 3 times. I did have to do some of my own trimming because it didn't cut all the way through on a couple of them. So if it's not perfect, you'll have to forgive me for that. Okay. Excuse me for that. I was told that we might have snow tomorrow. I don't think so, but it could happen up in the mountains. Like in Charleston, Mount Charleston. If you're watching and you don't know, I live in Las Vegas, so. Okay, so I'm going to start out making sure you can see just on the star ends. Okay. Star ends. Okay. Then I'm going to open this one up. And I'm going to do just here, here, and here. Okay. Then the next one's going to be the ends. Or tips, or whatever you want to call them. And then this will go on the insides. I guess a good way to remember is the inside where it's folded. The inside goes to the inside. When you have to add a new one, that's when it goes to the tip. That's the way I'm using it anyways. Tip, tip, tip. I guess what I'm saying is, when I go to the inside of the fold, I'm going to the inside of the line of the star. I guess that's how I'm using that. Just so you don't have to worry about keeping track, right? Know where you are if you keep something in mind and relate it like that. Usually makes it better. So I'm gonna bring that over. Like I said, some of these I did have to cut my own cut. I had to trim it. I want to try to get that lined up better. Okay. Now it's new one, so I'm gonna do the tips. Okay. I'm just like, we could do this with all kinds of stuff, you know. The inside of the fold takes us inside the tips, right? And then this is the only one that's really giving me trouble is right here, this tip up here. Now I'm going to hold it and give this glue some time. This is the inside of the fold, so the glue is going to be on the inside of the tip, on the inside the line. Okay, hold that, give it some time to dry. You know, they do it on TV, they do it on the shows, but they're not trying to show you the one they just did. They bring one that's already dried and, you know, the glue's already dried and set and stuff. Okay, so if we go to bring it around, I'm trying to be easy because I don't want it to come unglued. Let's see some of these. Okay, so how did they do it? Every other one comes away. These are smaller. Every other one comes away. I don't know. Let's see. There's no way I could get these to do that. I could if I added a whole bunch more. So tell you what, I would have just needed to add a whole bunch more. I don't know. That's not even glued. It should have been glued at the tips, I'm thinking. I'll work on it. I'm not going to give it up. I will keep working on this, but I wonder if I could take these little frame pieces here. I don't know if these will have enough support. We'll see. Okay, I'm going to pause it so you don't have to watch this, and I'll get these all loose, and then we'll see if we can do it the other way. Oh, I'll be right back. Okay, so I got all these frames and folded them in half, just like this. I took this there, then I got them together and folded it there. And I'm just going to do like I told you before, and I'm just going to glue the stars together. Oh. I am not going to do the insides, just putting all the stars together. And you probably all did this before, I'm sure. This one doesn't want to be good. So now I'm just going to put another star here. And actually, I probably should have folded them the other way so the good side shows. But I didn't. I folded them all with the good side on the inside. Okay. And I want to get this part pretty good. I want these tips to pretty much kind of line up. So they should be in here good. Okay, and then I'll put another one on. And that's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to do the insides together. And actually, this might have worked better for that thing because it's a little bouncier, like the movement's a little freer. And maybe I'll play around with it and see. So I'm just going to keep putting the outsides together, and I got a bunch of them. I didn't count them, but there's quite a few here. And you can line them up. It's not that hard to do. Okay. And then this one. I just wondered if I could do it with the frame one and how it would look. Okay, now I gotta bring this one here. Right. Or let them open up. I don't know if I'm opening up. That wrong one here. There we go. So now these two need to be glued together. How will that look? These two shouldn't be stuck together. For some reason, these ones over here seem way farther apart than these ones. But there we go. We got the 3D shape. We just didn't get that honeycomb effect with it. But we can do this. So see, that needed to stick together better. And then it's just a matter of not having enough. That might have been too heavy cardstock. Maybe I need to try with paper, because it kind of wants to work. See? Maybe I got it too glued together. That's that first one. But I'll play around with it some more. And if I can get it to work, then I'll come back with it. But you can do this, and if you use the solid and it looks like more, you know, it looks better. This was just what I did because I already had these all cut out. So, okay, that's it for today. If you like my video, please hit the like and subscribe button. At 300 subscribers, we'll be doing the subscriber swap. So, everybody get ready for that. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you'll join me again. Bye-bye now.